Great win against a ranked team in Assembly Hall dating back to last year. You remember we beat Wisconsin and then Michigan State the last 2 weeks of the season. Also career high points for Devonte with 30, I believe. Yes, 30. So again, if you've not been here, we're going to start on this side. Raise your hand for a question, then we'll go to this side. Keep raising your hands and we'll get the microphones to you so we can go quick. First question over here. All right.
Devonte, I guess just give us your overall view of kind of when you really kind of get going like that. Like what's happening? What's really flowing for you? And I mean, I think you finished with more points than minutes played.
I think when every player feels a hot hand, I mean, it's just something you just feel. I mean, you can't really, I don't even know, can't explain it, but it's just a feel thing. And shots were dropping tonight, so I guess I had the hot hand.
Zach?
I guess with the offense more broadly, Devonte, I'm sure their length caused you guys more problems than you'd like with the turnovers, but in terms of points per possession, the efficiency, the way you got to the free throw line, what was working across the court for you guys in both halves offensively?
I think we found open teammates. We drove the kick a lot, and that pressure was tough. But we stayed as poised as possible.
Go ahead and follow up real quick.
Talking about staying poised, I guess it didn't seem like mistakes bothered you guys too much tonight. Do you think that's fair in your mind?
We knew this team would cause turnovers. We knew turnovers were going to happen in this game. And, I mean, we knew we just had to move on to the next play.
For any of you guys, just the crowd, so the crowd that you had out there, any thoughts on just how they were able to feed you?
They brought a lot of energy. They really helped us when we were going on a couple runs. And when they started coming back, they really gave us energy. And, I mean, this is the best place to play basketball in college basketball. So, I mean, they helped us a lot tonight, and we were able to get the win.
Greg?
Hey, this is for Taven Jackson's older brother. This is the first time you played against somebody. You played size, but you haven't played that many athletic, big NBA-type bodies. You did. How'd you feel out there?
I thought I felt good. Really big compliments to my teammates for putting me in open positions to score. I got to the line well tonight. Didn't drop as many as I should have, but just got to keep working at it. But credit to Florida State because they're a great team. And they wreaked havoc, and we handled that pretty well. So,
this is for Justin and Devonte. Can you guys both discuss what you learned through the course of last season's ups and downs to get to the point where you are now, to be playing both as well as you are now?
I would say that you can't dwell on the mistakes. You can't worry about what people are saying about you. You can't. You just got to have a next play mentality. And when your head is clear, then things start going your way. And, I mean, we put a lot of work in the off season, and it's paying off right now.
Just to add on to that, I mean, I think it's just maturity, having experience under our belt. And like you said, we put a lot of work in, so just trusting in the work that we put in is going to pay off.
Sure.
Devonte, Florida State came out swinging early. They were swinging throughout the second half. When you're checking back into the game for the second half, what's going through your mind?
Let's win this game.
Devonte, I want to ask you about two individual shots late in the second half. Basically, there was I don't know if it was a pull-up, but kind of that spinning jumper right top of the foul line, and then the one where you were kind of trying to sell the foul and the three-point shot and managed to put it together. Just take me through each of those. How did you manage to pull that off?
I practiced those shots. So, and also we hack a lot in practice, so I'm used to getting fouled. And, I mean, I thought it was a foul, but, I mean, if not, it's all right. You're winning anyway.
Greg?
This is for Justin and Trayce. I just want to get your guys' thoughts when Devonte gets going like that. Kind of, is it? I mean, have you guys seen this a lot in practice? I know he's had really good games, but when he gets going like that, what do you think?
I mean, I tell him to keep shooting, but I tell him to take good shots.
Every shot is a good shot.
All right. But, I mean, when he's hot, he doesn't miss. I mean, in practice, in games, I mean, he's a microwave. So, You just got to let them keep playing.
Kurt, your thoughts?
What was the question again?
Just when you see him get going like that, you think what?
Green light. That's what I think. Every time.
Devonte, what is it like on the flip side? On the one end, you're scoring and doing all this stuff, but when you're not scoring, you had some turnovers there in the second half. What are you thinking? Is it it's a home run or a strikeout for you for about 15 minutes there? What's that like?
I mean, like I said, they are a good defensive team. They bring a lot of pressure and they cause a lot of turnovers. I mean, like I said also earlier, I just got to stay poised and move on to the next play because I know turnovers are going to happen, and especially against the way they play defense. So, I mean, I just say move on to the next play and adjust to my mistake.
John?
Justin, what would you say as far as your team's defensive intensity today? I mean, it seemed like you guys were pretty locked in on that end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken big strides in the last couple games defensively. And this was our first time playing where we had the atmosphere. We had a bigger team that we were playing against. A lot of different players who do a lot of different things. And especially in the first half, we really rose to the challenge. And in the second half, we kind of got away from it, at the beginning. But I mean, we were able to really buckle down and get defensive stops when it really mattered the most.
Trayce, you've kind of been asked a similar question to this, but were you itching to face competition like this? Is this, you came to Indiana to play teams like this?
Really we were just focused on each game one at a time. Just have that mindset of just whatever team's in front of us, we're going to play as hard as we can, and then we're going to move on to the next one, and then to the next one, and then the next one, and that's our mentality. We're not going to take and overlook any team. And there's just another team on our schedule, and we just have to bring our all every game.
For Justin or Trayce, 35-25 rebounding margin. Coach said this was going to be a game that was going to come down the boards. Just what kind of physical mindset did both of you guys take inside there?
You can go first.
Okay. Box out. They bring 4 or 5 to the glass. So we really had to focus on boxing our man out, especially the bigger guys, and then going after the balls, not just letting them bounce. Bringing them in with 2 hands and being aggressive on the glass.
Let's go here.
I guess to just follow up on that more broadly, I think Kim Pomeroy had these guys number 1 in the country in average height. A lot was talked about their length around the rim. You guys have talked about how versatile you feel like you can be when you go big. Was there a bit of a prove-it mentality tonight, whether it be in rebounding, you outscored them in the paint as well. I think you had a couple big blocks in the second half, just a feeling of nobody's going to be able to match our height, I guess.
You got that one.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been saying, like, we've been facing littler teams. How are they going to do against the big dogs? Well, you witnessed it, so I'd just say that we just got to play hard and just do our thing.
Jeff, last question.
Just for anyone in 3, you guys, in 3 key stretches, 12-0 run, 9-0 run, then that closing kick, you guys really made them play in the half court. How much of an emphasis was that in this game?
I think it was a big emphasis. We knew they were a transition team. They scored off forcing turnovers and also off crashing our offensive glass, and we knew if we could just get them to play in a half court, it would be to our advantage.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.